So today we're going to be making a granny square bag, and if you saw my part 1 on how to make these, it's my very first video, so go back and look at that. So what we're going to do is I have a diagram here that helps me know how to lay them out. So I'll put one here and then 3. Goes like that. And then it's 4 this way. And then 3 from here. And then 2 right here. Let me move you up so you get a better view. All right, so this is what you're working with. And now I'm just going to go ahead and sew this row and then move on to sew this row together, sew this row, and sew this row. The way I like to sew these is put a little thread on the needle and cut probably that much. And I take the first 2 right here, put them together like this, line them up, and I start right here in this corner and I make a little knot. Okay, so the next thing I do is I just weave in and out. So I go over to this stitch right here on the outer side, and then I'll just continue down. I'll do the outer sides. This stitch into the outer stitch. So once you get to the end, it should look like this. And what I do is I go right to the edge with it. I turn it around, make a little knot, and then I just weave in the ends. We'll cut that. We'll take the other side, weave that in, and then you just continue on. Okay, once everything is sewn together, you're going to flip it so it looks like this. Line that up. And what you want to do is fold this in, and you're going to sew from here, down here, down here, and sew that. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Sew from here, there, there, and down here. Go ahead and get yourself a long piece of yarn. And the way I like to do it on this side is I start right here, just like I usually do in the corner. I'll make myself a little knot. And you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to work in the back loops all the way down. Okay, so once it's all sewn together, it should look like this. And what I like to do next is just crochet a nice trim on it. And the way I start that is with my 5mm hook. I'll go right in here. grab the yarn and knot it. And I'll work a single crochet all the way around. So just continue all the way around the trim. So once you get from here to the corner, you're going to do 3 single crochets in this corner piece. And then continue on with your single crochet all the way around. Okay, so when you're done, just seal off. And then thread these in. Fasten them off. So now for my handles, what I do is do a little knot. Now chain 80. So once you have your chain 80, what you're going to do is work a single crochet into each stitch. So when you get to the end, go ahead and chain your last one. Pull that right there. And I like to chain 2. And what you're going to do is come over to this side, do a single crochet, and you're going to start right down the other side. It might seem a little wonky because there's not like stitches that you can actually see. So you're just going to kind of feel. So the first stitch will be right in here. And then go on to the next one. So it starts to look like that. So once it's done, it should look something like this. This is the good side, this is the bad side. So what I like to do to attach is flip it over to the bad side. Get your needle. And what you're going to do is just lay the bad side up with this right here and then sew it right on. So I just go over through the stitches. And I do quite a few just to keep it nice and secure. And then I knot it off on this side. Weave in your end. Snip it. And do the same thing. So once you have one handle done, you're going to lay it like this, where it shows the bad side of the handle, and bring it up. So the bad side of the handle is on this side now, and you're going to repeat that process. So I like to just knot it. And then sew this one on. it should look like this. Go ahead, repeat that process for the other side. Okay, here's the finished product. Very beginner friendly. I hope you had fun watching.